those who are new, please click the subscribe button. Also, everyone remember to like and share, of course, and turn on your notification bell so that you'll be notified every single time I post a video. Right, so in my last video I was talking about my delivery experience, labor delivery experience. That was part 1. So now I'm just going to continue, pick up back from where I left off. Where I left off was where I was talking about the Wednesday when I went on the labor ward. Now when I went on the labor ward the Wednesday, now I got checked, of course, and by a doctor came, a big thick male doctor came and he checked me, and I remember I was just so scared because I didn't mention in the first video that, I don't remember if I mentioned that this is very painful when the check-in was every 4 hours to see how dilated we are. It's very painful. And then I see this big thick man come at me. I said, Lord God, for him finger big and so forth, and my vagina did tired, don't tired already. But anyways, yeah, he came and he checked me, and he said like, why they sent you up here, you're just you're barely 3 centimeters. So, you know, said that I was there for the entire day, and they kept checking me, and I think he gave me some, I don't remember the name of it now, but basically what he did was to soften my cervix. So he gave me that with hopes that it would soften and the contraction would come and everything would progress. No, I was there for the entire day, and then nothing was happening. People were just coming and going, having babies, and I am just there like nothing. I mean so Wednesday early night, the evening to the early night, they decided that they were going to send me back to the ward that I was coming from. No, this is where I broke. I mean, my husband was there throughout the day with me, and then he left. I think he left to get some sleep because he was there from the night before with me, so he left to get some sleep. No, they decided to send me back to the ward that I was coming from. This is where I broke, because I'm like, oh my God, that means the induction, that right? Yeah, let's just say induction. That means the induction, I think that's what, induced induction, yeah, it never worked, and I'm back at square one. So they decided to send me back down, and I remember when I went back down there, I cried. I literally, me and some ball, like big tears ball, because I'm like, I was overwhelmed emotionally and physically and every alley, and I just wanted to meet my baby girl and to just come out of hospital. I mean, in the COVID time as well. Why am I in hospital so long? I don't want to be in hospital so long, right? And here I was, nothing. As I said, I started bawling. I think my mom called me, or I called her, and I was there telling her, and she was saying that, oh, I have to be patient and nothing can happen before it's time. But I was still, you know, kind of feel a particular way about it. On that night though, when I went back down, they re-induced me. Yeah, they re-induced me a second time around 8 o'clock, and after they did it the second time, I started feeling more, a lot more pain. Yeah, a lot more terrible pain. Anyway, now I'm just gonna fast forward into the Thursday morning, into the Thursday now. Remember now I was re-induced, and if it didn't work this time, then they were going to perform a C-section on me. Yeah, but before I go any further, I forgot to mention how very painful it was or it is when they're inducing, right? It's a small pill that you use, insert it in the vagina, but let me tell you something, it is painful. And then whenever they're checking us, examining, whenever they're checking us every 4 hours, that's painful as hell also, like very, very painful. So you can imagine the amount of that I went through. So I was very sick of it. I was tired of it. Vagina tired now, too much different nurse and doctor now I touch me up on something, right? And the Thursday now I remember that still not really progress that much, and they call my gynecologist, because my gynecologist worked closely with the hospital, and she came and before she came though, I did an ultrasound because they wanted to see how big the baby was, and I guess because of my size and so forth. That's the real reason why I was induced in the first place, because my gynecologist didn't want the baby to get too big and put me at risk. And did the procedure, where was I? We did I forget.
A few moments later.
Yeah, did ultrasound and did some more examination and so forth. And then my doctor came, and after that she said I was 4 centimeters. So I'm just gonna skip some details and go into the Thursday evening now. I was told that it's time for me to go back to LA for work. Call my husband again. So this time I was trying to hold on the excitement because I didn't want to be disappointed. He came and so forth, and when I went to the labor ward this time around, when they checked me, first of all, the doctor used an instrument, a pointed instrument, to basically burst my membrane, so my water would burst, in hopes that the contractions that would start the contractions or make the contractions a bit longer and harder, so that baby can come down. Yeah, so that was done, and I was walking around the ward like crazy with the help of my husband, and the pain was getting worse and more unbearable. I had to catch up in a corner, lean up on a wall like this and so forth, walking up and down. When they checked me, I was 4 centimeters, right? Thursday night, no, another night, yeah, and on the labor ward. And they checked me 4 hours after, and when they checked me 4 hours, guess how much centimeter I did there? Only just make a wild guess. 5 centimeters, like 5 freaking centimeters. That means say only 1 centimeter. I progressed only by 1 centimeter. So you know, some just get fed up now. Come and say, at this point I was like, oh my God, can y'all just come cut me? Let me just cut me. I remember too, I was very hungry and I was very thirsty, because when they called me to go to the labor ward, when they took me to the labor ward, I hadn't had supper as yet. It was nearly time for supper, but I didn't have supper yet. So you know, say, girl hungry, because I ate earlier in the day at lunchtime, so I was hungry. And when we're on the labor ward, we don't eat, right? We don't eat, so yeah. And yeah, I remember being so thirsty and dehydrated that I asked for ice chips. And I was just so overwhelmed, and the doctor decided to give me, but she said I couldn't have too much, because in the event that I had to do a C-section in the morning, they wouldn't want that to be a problem, right? So I remember she was saying that she don't understand why I'm not progressing. So what she did was to give me medicine to soften my cervix, right? It's another dose of medicine to soften my cervix. They administer it through the IV, and I was there, and she told me that after this, I'm gonna check you 4 hours after this, and if you don't progress, I'm gonna give you the oxytocin. So right, I hope and pray that me progress right now, because I don't want oxytocin. Right, so I'm there, my husband is there, feeling, yeah man, contractions coming, me no man, contractions are coming and I'm feeling it, you know, and he's telling me to breathe and all of that. So don't think I'm not feeling any pain. I am feeling pain. They're just not coming long enough for me to progress enough, but I am feeling pain. And after she checked me, right, the last time she checked me, I don't even know how much centimeter I was. She just looked at me and go, so she said. And I remember I could see the disappointment in the doctor's face too. And I started to cry again. Because I'm like, oh my God, this is like probably 1 o'clock early morning Friday. Right? Early morning, about 1 o'clock. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, come on, I'm here from... I mean, I was in hospital from Monday, but I was induced Tuesday. Why am I still here? Why nothing is happening? Why is she not born yet? I mean, and I started to cry, and I just told her, look here, doctor, just come cut me and something. And she was saying that she was explaining they don't really want to cut me, just cut me like that. It's the last resort, right? So she said, and then she said to me that if this don't work, after we do the oxytocin, if this don't work, then I will perform a C-section tomorrow morning before I come off my duty, come off my shift, right? And I was comfortable with her, so I guess that gave me a little bit of hope. I don't know. I just wanted to give birth, and so she told me she was going to perform the oxytocin. They were going to administer the oxytocin at sometime after 3 if nothing happened. So that time come, oxytocin time now, and I just start fret and start cry, because what the oxytocin does is bring on the pain harder, so it hotter, contractions last longer, right? But people don't understand longer, right? So oxytocin, I had to get a drug to progress labor so that I could have my daughter. I had to be given a drug. I had to be given oxytocin. And let me tell you something. They start the oxytocin at the low dosage, but then they go up until it wicked. Like I was in bed like, and I was there, and my husband was there, and he's telling me to breathe, and then they had to give me oxygen, and the thing for my face just so uncomfortable. I feel like I can't breathe, and me just overwhelmed. This was it. I could have bothered with no more. And I remember I was in and out. They gave me injection in my butt so that I could sleep in and out of the pain. And I remember in and out, and my husband was asking a nurse who was monitoring me, because they monitor me once in the labor ward, 24/7 monitoring. They just monitoring, and he was there asking some questions, and nurse was answering him. He was just trying to understand everything. And I thought that I slept only for 5 minutes, but my husband said I was out for a while. And yeah, it was just back and forth with the pain and so forth after they gave me the oxytocin, and just bend me up in a S and M and N and Q and all of them something there. I may tell you, it was really horrible. But I remember though, it's like I was drugged, so eating in and out, I can't remember, and I was, you know, just droopy and weak and all about just one. I remember though in the morning, Friday morning, remember they say if she don't born, then I go do the C-section for me Friday morning. I remember I started feeling some pressure down there in the early morning. I didn't know the time, you know, but I know that the night they gone and sun I come back out now. So girl need to born, right? So I started feeling some pressure down there, like really pressure. And I said, the baby's coming, like me. I said, like, no man shall come, I can feel it, that she's coming and whatever. And they came and they look and they said, okay. And there's I think I was probably 9 centimeters at that time, and just progress until me said, no, she coming. And then look again and they said, don't push. And they rushed me to the delivery room. And of course my husband was there, and they hurried and said, don't push, and I was just trying to suck in my body so I don't push. But trust me, she was coming. And I went to the delivery ward and the delivery room, and they did what they had to do, and I delivered a healthy baby girl. I just felt like under there was tearing out. I felt like I was torn. I just felt, but the miracle in it is that I wasn't torn. I was not torn at all. And it was just after the experience, after pushing and she come and done and my husband experienced it and everything, it was just so beautiful. It was just, I was like, wow, it's all worth it. No, I didn't have to get a C-section. Thank you, God. And she came in the time that God wanted her to come. I mean, I was impatient, but I guess God was just trying to teach me some patience and to let me know that, look here, things are going to happen when they're supposed to happen, not when you want it to happen, but in my timing. And she came at 7:37 a.m. the Friday morning. I remember I was out of it though. I was like out of it. I was like, I just was so drugged up. I was just so out of it, and but it was just a beautiful experience. And I thank the staff, nurses, doctors, everybody at the University Hospital of the West Indies. That's where I gave birth. And I did not experience anything bad with the staff or anybody there. They were very courteous, monitored me, monitored the other mothers, other patients. They were really good. So, you know, sometimes I go to hospitals and people say the nurses are rude or out of order, all of that. I didn't get that. They were really good, really professional, and just blessed to have my baby girl here with me, blessed to have my family alive and well, and just blessed overall. So that's basically it for part 2 of my labor delivery. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Take care.